Hi, welcome everybody. Today I'm going to discuss with you how we can do parameterization in Jmeter. So before going details, let's talk about what do you mean by parameterization. So basically the parameterization means replace a value with a set of values for a variable. Whenever a variable needs a value, it's going to pick up the value from the set of values. It's called parameterization. So I'm going to explain you again what do you mean by parameterization in context of Jmeter or performance testing tool, right? Replace a value of a variable with set of values, right? It's called parameterization. So let's see example. Suppose I have a variable a. A means what? And I have another variable, not a, forget about that. Suppose user name. Name equal to like John, and I have another variable like id equal to 1. Suppose in the class I have like 100 students, right? Everybody has a name and their id, corresponding id, right? So I have two variables, name and id. I want to parameterize those variables values with set of values. So I have a file, right? Student file. In this file I have student name and student id. Suppose the student name is Ashim, role is 10, this means id is 10, another is Mr. Tohid, id is 25, Parvez, id is like 30, ABC 35, XYZ 40. So I have the student file. In that file I have all information about all students and there is corresponding id. So I need those name and id in my script somehow. So what I want to do, I want to parameterize this name variable and this id variable with this value. Okay, so if I want to do parameterize, what I need to do, instead of John, I want to use name. Instead of ID, I want to use ID. Okay, so whenever the variable a name needs some values, so you're gonna get from this list, like first time Ashim. If you need another name, Tohid, another name, Parvez, another name, ABC, XYZ, blah blah. And the Ashim, his corresponding name ID is 10, and Tohid corresponding ID is 25. So whenever the name needs, he gonna get from this. This is called parameterization. Okay, I try to give you a scenario of this, the parameterization. That the same thing we're gonna do inside the Jmeter. Okay, so anybody has any question? No. Let's do this thing in Jmeter. Let me open my Jmeter first. So let's create a script. So everybody know how to create a script using proxy server, you know. So today we're gonna record some script from our web tools application. So we're gonna create some user for our web tools application. Okay. So if you want to record a script, before the recording script, let's see what you want to do basically. Basically, I'm gonna go this link because my computer ID is 17.192.168.0.17 clone 1010 web tools. Basically, that's my web tool application. My web tool server is running. That's why I'm able to access this website. So make sure your server is running, and then check your IP address, and then you're gonna put the address link like this way. The change you have to do only, you have to change your IP address over here only, and everything will be same for your computer too. So before to access this website or a tools application, you have to make sure your server is running. If you don't know how to run your server, I'm gonna explain to you. So you have to go all programs, then how do you install your load runner, then samples, then webs, then start web server. And how you gonna access your this web tool application? You can know how to do your get your IP address, run cmd, then IP config. That's the way you can know your IP address. My IP address is 17.192.168.17. So everybody can do that, and this way you can get your IP address. So then you put the HTTP clone / your IP address clone 1080, basically that's the port number for this application, and then /web tools. So when you're gonna do the sign up, you have to put username, password, confirm password, first name, last name, street address, city, state or zip code. So let's do example one. Like my username would be ashim.js, and password would be abc, and confirm password same thing, abc, first name a, last name g, whatever, 87 19 163 Street, Jamaica, in 11143. then click on continue, right? It say username is invalid, please re-enter it. Basically I put dot, that's what they're saying, that username is invalid. Okay, I'm gonna put my username download one. Okay, let's try. Okay, they accept my username and they say thank you W1 for registering it and welcome to our web tools family. So this is the way we can do registration for this web tools application. So if I have to do manually this registration for 100 users, so I have to put like 100 username there, password and some other informations. So what I want to do, I have to create a script for that. And I want to parameterize the username, password, all fields. I'm gonna run this script only one time. It's gonna create like 50 users at the same time. That will be funny, right? Let's do it. So before this thing, if I want to record some script in Jmeter using proxy server, so you have to add the non-test element HTTP proxy server, and then you have to set your browser as a proxy server settings. How are you going to set your browser as a proxy server? Go tools option, then internet options. Then you have to find out the connection tab. In the bottom of the connection tab, you'll be get LAN settings. Change your LAN settings to use proxy server for your LAN and uncheck your automatic detect settings. And then click on OK, then OK. So let's open. Okay. So when you're going to set your browser as a proxy server and then come back your Jmeter, you already add your HTTP proxy server, right? Then you're going to click on start. Okay, so my proxy server is right now running. Okay, and then go back to your browser and click on sign up now. Then you'll be get a registering page. So I'm gonna do it like, though I have W1, so let's Q1 my username and then password ABC, first name A, last name G, street address 1267, like 153 state, Jamaica, New York, right? Okay. When you can click on continue, our registration is successful, and it's a thank you, so blah blah blah, and then you continue. Go inside our web tools and then sign off. Go back to Apache Jmeter and stop your server. Okay, so already record our script over here. So see, it's record apps and everything. Login, username. Okay, so how do we want to do? Basically, we want to first save this script. Put blank, like a blank script. All right. Basically, what I want to do, I want to parameterize. You see, it's record each and everything. We put username, password, confirm password, first name, last name, address, register, everything. Okay, so I want to parameterize the username. Instead of Q1, I want to parameterize with this set of values. Okay, so how you can do it? So let's create a file and put all the username and password over there. Okay, I'm going to create a file named data.txt inside my C drive. So my file name test data.txt. Okay, and then test data.txt file contain all of my username and password, right? So my username, I have q1, so let's q2, and password abc, q2 comma abc, then q3 comma abc, then q4 comma abc. You can change your password. You know why I put the same password? I don't need to remember what I put for that. Okay, okay, let's do it another one. You guys would be happy with that, right? The same IDs, that different ID and different password, right? You can do lots of whatever you need, right? 100 million trillion, whatever amount you want. So okay, let's do it with for user ID and password. So we save it. So what is our file location? Inside your C drive, right? File name is testdata.txt. Let's back to our script. So if you want to do parameterization, the thing you have to do, so right now our script is running under the workbench, right? If you want to do playback, you know, when you're going to play it, so you have to transfer it in test plan. Let's transfer those things inside your test plan. Copy this thing and create a thread groups under your test plan and paste it over there. Okay, and then erase those things. I don't need this thing. So make to simplicity, I'm gonna erase those things. Okay, so all of the whole script is right now under the thread group. So what do I want to do? I want to add this file inside my script. If you want to add this file inside my script, what I need to do? I have to add the configure element and the CSV data set config, comma separated value data set config, because I add this because I create a text file. Inside that I have username and password. Those are comma separated. I think you observed this thing, right? So when you click on CSV dataset config, it asking for file name with whole path. So my path is c:/test data.txt, right? I don't know what type of file encoding that. Basically, I know that UTF-8. If you don't know that, don't put it. Okay? And the variable names. So let's do it like username, uname, comma, upass. And it is comma separated, so comma, and that's it for that. And but the other thing we have to do, we have to go the login, and then we put the, instead of q, we want to get q2, q3, like. So how you gonna define your variables? Basically the uname and upass, those are the variable name, and those variable we want to use in your code, uname, upass, right? So if you want to use any variable inside your script, $, then curly bracket, inside the curly bracket you have to mention your variable name, uname. The same thing, $, curly bracket, you pass the confirm, the same thing we have to do, curly bracket, you pass. Basically the password and confirm password is same, that's why I mentioned over here is the same password, right? That's all for that. What else we need to do? Let's check. Everything is done. Everything is done over here too. Okay, let's add a listener over here. View results in tree. Let's save it. Save as parameterize. P-A-R-A para. Okay, parameterization. Save. Then execute it. Okay, everything is going well over here. So let's check it. You see, it took Q2 A2. So the execution is done. You know how it's done. Let's see. You say thank you for Q2. So my script is execute one times. If you want to do this thing like for multiple times, what you want to do? Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's explain what happened. So I record my script, then I execute my script. I add a listener view resultant tree. I check over there. You see everything. There is no warning in the blue. The green color shows everything was successful, right? Everything done successfully. So I can check it like this way. The response data, I click it over here. You see customer profile, and when I can click next, successful for Q2. So only one record is executed one time. Why? You go on thread group and check over here. I want to execute my script only one users. If you want to execute it for like how many users I have, like 5. Okay, so let's go in C drive and test data. Because the Q1 and Q2 is done, right? So let's do like Q6 comma 6, Q7 comma Q8. So how many we have? 5, right? Okay, because we have 5 users. So I put 5 because all users get that information as they want. Save it. Let's 5, right? Let's go over here. Erase everything. Execute it. You see, it's gonna the same script is going to execute for 5 users. And if you check it, it passed Q4, Q5. So this is Q5, Q6, Q7, Q8. Okay. If we try to log in over here, I'm gonna fix my web tools. I changed my proxy server settings, and I check it automatic detect the servers. So I did like Q7, right? What was the password for Q7 users? A7, right? Okay, let's do it. Let's go through and let's refresh it. It was Q7 S7. See, it's good. If I try with like Q8 or Q9, I did Q9, no, right? A9, suppose. This say errors. So if I want to do like 50 users, it's the same, right? What you need to do only, you have to add those username inside your file, 50, 100, whatever you want, and the script will be same, no change, right? Now one thing you have to change, if you want to create this user for 50 user, you have to put 50 over here. Okay, that's the only one thing you have to do, and everything is same. So that's the way we can do parameterization. The main thing what we did over here. So the variables are needed to do parameterization. Just go over there and add a CSV dataset config and put variables name with comma as a delimiter, and then put those variable inside your script, like you know how to declare, how to use a variable in Jmeter, like $, curly bracket inside the variable name. So that's all. So I told you we will get lots of fun. We did, right? So I think so everybody will do practice this thing whatever we do today. We did today. So that's all for today. I try to upload like some videos whatever I know, or the thing will help to you. So I try to upload those things on YouTube. Just if you guys get any help using my videos, so just give me some comments, like it is helpful to you or not, whatever. So thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.